It's Benders Post Game on YouTube, presented by the Inside the Rink Podcast Network through InsideTheRink.com. Subscribe now, hit the thumbs up, jump into the chat. Benders banter later on. 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 45 down. Tell us your sips. And the Bruins lose one tonight. The Carolina Hurricanes 3-1. Just missed my 4-1 prediction. 3-1 loss, and this is the worst opponent that the Bruins could face tonight after emotional win Saturday, and then the injury bugs, down 3 top 6 forwards, down a top pair defenseman, and they get swarmed under by the Carolina Hurricanes. Could have been 6-1, could have been 8-1, and didn't possess the puck.
Probably should have been 8-1. I mean, how many posts did Carolina hit tonight? 3, 4? I mean, it easily could have been 6-1, 7-1, 8-1. Bruins were outclassed tonight. You know, you want to know the difference between, you know, a team that's middle of the road with a poor roster. There it is. That's the difference. That team's good, and the Bruins aren't. You know, they try hard, and that most nights will, you know, keep you in games, and they were in this for the most part. Shouldn't have been, but they were in it. It was 2-0 in the third. You know, you score on a power play, which they couldn't do, and you know, then you get a greasy one. You're right there, but you know, it got away from them at the end a little bit. Look, I mean, Carolina controlled the play for 95% of the game. You know, Boston had very little puck possession. You know, we've talked about how bad they have been 5-on-5. It was improving a little bit the last, you know, week to 10 days, but, you know, went back to what they have been, which is bottom of the league against a really good Carolina team tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect. I mean, look, we don't think the Bruins are that talented,
right?
And anyway, and now, as we said, the injury bug hits them, and they're in trouble. Like they're in trouble. Like they don't have, you know, a very talented team to begin with, but they certainly don't have enough talented depth to come in. And they Brickley tried to talk it up, you know, when you know, God bless him, tried to talk it up at the beginning of the game. AHL, they're 12-1, and you know they're coaching really well down there. But those guys are not. They're just not. First of all, it's really hard to come in against Carolina of all teams.
Yeah,
you know, and go in and make plays. Like they couldn't catch a pass, they couldn't make a pass, they couldn't possess the puck for large stretches of the game. Like it was just going nowhere fast. And
yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about, you know, the level of play and how it jumps up a level going from the AHL to the NHL, the speed of the game and all that. Well, Carolina's at the top end of the NHL. So for those AHL guys, it's like going up 2 levels. Yeah, because you're not playing against another shitty bottom of the barrel NHL team that you're going to have plenty of time and space. Carolina is up your ass the entire game. Yeah. They didn't have a second to do anything, and it showed. It showed. Carolina had the better of the play all night long.
They did, and you know the new guys who came in, Blumel, you know, Tufte scores late, which is really nice to see for him.
Yes,
you know, I thought Tufte actually played fairly well. I mean, if you look at the stats, he scored a goal. He played about 15 minutes, and he actually played fairly well. There were guys on the ice. You know, Pastrnak gave it away 4 times. Yoki Harry with 5 giveaways.
Oh, he was dog shit.
I mean, that's a game where he gets severely exposed because he's just not very good anyway.
Yeah.
And then to try to exit the zone was just a nightmare all night for him. Like you have no time to breathe. You can't dust it off. You can't look ahead and say, okay, maybe I'll hit this guy. Maybe I'll hit that guy. They're all over you, like you said. So he doesn't have time. And that's a terrible matchup for him.
Yeah. That's a terrible matchup for most guys. And people will shit on Charlie McAvoy. And, you know, at times deservedly so. But in a game like this, it really shows you how much you miss the guy. I mean, it really does show you how much you miss the guy and how much he means to that defense. Because without him, that right side D, wow, awful.
Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, pretty bad. I mean, it's been pretty bad anyway.
Yeah.
And now you're down guys, and it's just not anything there. And no one even shoots the puck right-shotted. Like, it's just not. They have a bitch of a time right now.
Only Peeke.
Peeke is the only guy shoots the puck from the right side. So, look, it wasn't a great, like. Here's the thing, and you want to immediately say, well, this is back to reality. This is who they are and everything. But they are missing, 3 top 6 players, and they're missing one of their best defensemen.
Sure.
And they're playing probably, at the East favorite. Right just Saturday when they had that emotional game. This is not a good one. This is not a good one to match up with. And I'm just gonna say it's kind of a mulligan. They're injured.
Sure.
I don't want to give them a ton of excuses, but it is a little bit of a valid excuse that they have just a depleted lineup right now.
Depleted lineup and didn't play particularly well against a really good team. Who you beat earlier in the season, so they were pissed about that to begin with.
Yeah.
So you had all kinds of things going against you in this one, and they, for the most part, they held it together. They kept it close. Which is the way I thought they would have to play this game against Carolina, and they did that. They just really weren't generating anything offensively, and you knew that the dam was going to break at some point there, and it did. And then they got down 2, and then at that point you kind of figured it was over.
At some point, Marco Sturm changed the lines a bit.
He did.
Had up with Minton and Pastrnak, had Geekie and Hustadinov down the second line. I think you're seeing why Blumel is such a mystery. He scores all sorts of points in the AHL, and when he gets to the NHL, there's just not a lot there production-wise for him. And it was like this in the preseason too. He's just one of those 4A kind of frustrating because you think a little bit of that. He doesn't have to be a 39-goal scorer, but how about an 18-goal scorer or a 15-goal scorer? But it's just something off there with him, and sometimes guys just can't play at the next level.
Yeah, it could be that, and if you're willing to give the team a mulligan, I think you have to give him a mulligan playing against the Carolina team that is just all over you, because the pace of play certainly from the AHL to playing against Carolina is a huge jump. So Tufte is a different type of player. He gets to the front of the net and rebounds and so forth. Where Blumel's more of a shooter and out in space. It's tough against a team like Carolina that closes so quickly to get shots off and stuff. So
yeah, he's not. I mean, look, he's not. Blumel is like, Arvidsson without the motor and without the ability to score a goal here and there.
Yeah,
like he's the same. He's not on the smaller type of side. He's he's kind of a shifty kind of good 4HA player, whatever the hell. But at the end of the day. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll all of a sudden figure it out, but it's been a while. And I think this is why you're seeing I almost would have had Poitras in there instead, just because Poitras, with some NHL experience, could play on the second line, give him a chance at it. I know he hasn't probably been as good as Blumel or whatever, but I just thought that maybe Poitras comes up and just see if he could fill it for a week or two until Lindholm might be coming back soon, Middlestat after that, and maybe just go with Poitras there. But 6 of one, half dozen the other. I don't know if anybody really makes a difference coming from Providence.
Yeah, I thought Blumel had some pretty bad turnovers tonight.
Yeah, he did.
Kind of put it out into the middle of the ice with no. But a lot of people did that tonight. A lot of people did that tonight. Lohrei had that awful pinch.
Oh my God.
When the Bruins were on the power play late in the period too, which could have led to a goal that would have put it away at 3-0. And, they were lucky that Jarvis hit the post on that.
Yeah.
But just like, that's a terrible, terrible decision.
It is.
Already down to you don't have the most you can do is chip the puck in deep. It's not like you're going to get to it and be able to make a play with it. All it is like chipping it in deep. So that's one of those things. Like, you have to know, dude, you're the last guy back. Fight your battle another time, another day. And it's shit like that he can't seem to figure out. And it's decision making more than ability, I feel like, as far as that goes. And then, he has been a little more physical in the D zone. I'll give him props for that. but the decision making needs to improve, or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how physical he is in the D zone if he's giving it away or doing dumb shit. So I didn't think he was particularly good tonight, but no one really was. So
no, I mean, there were a couple of occasions early on where he had a couple of good stick position plays, and you thought, okay, he's playing okay. But then he, then there was one, I don't know, end of first, early, or maybe end of first, where he has the puck, and then he decides to put it up the wall to nobody, like put it up the wall to a Carolina Hurricane, who grabs it and then goes in for a shot on goal. Like, there's no way you're getting it to your teammate. There's no way it's going past him, and he gives it right to him indirect off the boards.
That's what I'm saying. I think his decision making just isn't very good.
No,
generally speaking.
Not. And in a game like this with this high pressure from the opponent forechecking, not a great matchup.
Well, that's why. Yeah, I mean, that's why I think they're going to struggle against good teams, especially high pressure teams like Carolina, like Florida. Like they're going to struggle against those teams. Because the defense can't make plays quick enough, and they're not a good passing team. So if it's a pass that isn't the greatest, can the forward handle it and then make another pass? Probably not. So everything's chip out, lob out, and that's how you don't gain possession of the puck. That's why the other team had the puck all night long, and it's going to happen against all the other good high pressure, forechecking teams. The Bruins just can't string together enough plays to get it out of their own zone, and then they can't really skate. They're a slow team too, for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, Carolina's got good speed, quickness, hunger, all those things. The Bruins play with some of that hunger and stuff, but again, they're missing some guys, and that's, again, this team can't handle that, can't sustain it. Now you go on a 3-game West Coast trip against the Ducks, Kings, and Sharks, where I don't know where the offense is going to generate from if the first line is as bad as it was tonight. It's just not, you're not going to get much at all on this trip. So this could easily become, 4-game losing streak coming back home, or I think they go to the Islanders, right, or something before. I don't know, but 3-game losing streak on the West Coast, and I don't know. I just, you try not to overreact because this team has played over its head some. And when they're healthy, I think they're a little bit better than we thought, but they're not healthy. And I don't know how, McAvoy and if Arvidsson's out week to week, McAvoy's out for a while, probably. So you're going to be shorthanded for a while.
Yeah, they do play the Islanders. Their next home game is the Black Friday afternoon game after Thanksgiving.
All right. And that's Wings? I think it's Wings.
No, it's Rangers. Rangers.
Yeah. And the Rangers are playing better. So,
So what I was going to ask you, do you think that this game, and I know Carolina is a good opponent, but do you think this game is the start of them maybe having some struggles offensively?
Yes. I think they're going to have struggles because now you're really key on the top line, especially on the road where they get last change and they get to match up. And your second line, you need a second line winger. You're not quite sure who that is. And then your third line. What's that?
Yeah, right now you have 2 AHL guys on the second line.
Yeah, on the second line. And then, I just don't know if there's going to be a lot there. I mean, say what you will about Middlestad and Arvidsson, but they create some. They create some offense.
Both of those guys before they got hurt were playing pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, Arvidsson has 5 or 6 goals. Middlestad has 4 goals and was playing pretty well since the scratch. Like he was making plays, creating some offense. So yeah, the second line, as Mr. Poe 22 says, is decimated.
It is. And I'll tell you what, if their top line in this trip is Jeannot, Minton, Pastrnak, I might not watch the games because that's not going to fucking happen, dude. That's not going to get it done. So that's certainly not going to generate much.
Your alarm for fucking 12,
I'm just going to say, I'm going to look at the score and be like, this is probably what happened.
Yeah.
Benders
up all night.
Benders up all night. Yeah. Friday night at 1 a.m. talking about a 7-0 loss because they can't fucking generate anything.
Well, if that's going to happen, I'm going to yell and scream because, why not? If I got to stay up and watch it.
Oh, my God. It could be X-rated.
I'm going to be fucking livid if I have to stay up and watch them get their fucking blown off for 2.5 hours.
I had
and
the
then-
women and children in that one.
yeah. I'm gonna be real
Jesus.
fun at work the next day. People are
Oh
gonna
God.
love me.
Yeah, I don't know. And then of course before the game, Johnny Beecher waved.
Yes.
You know, everybody says he sucks until he goes on waivers and like, wait a minute. You know, he has this and he has that. Okay, first thing, he skates real fast straight ahead. We've talked about that ad nauseum.
That is
He
correct.
does that. He doesn't
does do
create
that.
any
Who
offense
gives a
at all.
frog's fat ass?
Correct. And then everybody about the face of, oh, he's good on the dot. He is, okay.
Who gives a
0 for
frog's fat
3.
ass?
0 for 3. 0 for 3 all year on the faceoff dot. So
Well,
he might
they
be
have
okay.
because they have 17 centers.
He might be okay, but that's not a fucking quality that we're gonna hang on right now when he's on waivers because they don't use him that way. They don't use him. They put him on the wing.
It's for me. It's not about that. It's about asset management. That's what it's about. Who has a better chance of getting claimed, Johnny Beecher or Jeffrey VL?
Well, obviously Johnny Beecher is.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm fucking saying. That's it. That's the end of the argument.
Well, that's true. I get that.
Has a less chance of getting claimed, and you keep the guy that can maybe fill in on a penalty kill if Sean Corrali fucking breaks his leg in half.
Right.
That's all.
And
that's it.
That I get. I get that part of it. Like I get VL. You put VL on waivers. You fucking cut him. I don't care. You just get rid of him.
Exactly.
I get that. But I don't want. Let's not slobber on the guy's knob.
No.
He's this. He's that. He's this. He's that. He's done zero.
I'm not his biggest fan. I think most people know that.
Right.
But I want him on the team more than I want VL on the team.
Sure.
Because I think he can do more.
Yes,
I think he can do more. So that's all I'm saying. I think they managed the fucking waiver thing poorly. I think they did a shitty job, like he usually does with asset fucking management.
He does.
You know,
they're hoping that no one gets waived just like the first time with Blumel
and maybe you might be right, but I think he has enough toolsy things about him that another team could take a chance because he's a first rounder that does skate fast, that can penalty kill, and can fucking win faceoffs. Sweens.
I'd rather be toolsy than watch that fucking fiasco.
Yeah, I'd rather have a tool.
Yeah. Oh Christ, how many tools? All right, let's get into the Benders banter. It's from Evolve ABA. Offers consulting services from a board-certified behavior analyst to adult day programs and residences, schools, and even businesses using the principles of applied behavior analysis. Evolve ABA is also pleased to offer staff training in collaboration with parents of children with autism and other special needs wishing to learn more about the science of applied behavior analysis. To learn more about Evolve ABA, call Sean Daly at 774-823-5016 or visit evolveaba.net. And I don't know. I'll tell you, it's this. Look, I don't think they're making the playoffs, and I think this is one of the reasons why. The condensed schedule, you get injured, and they can't handle that. So there's gonna be some real struggles, and I think that's why they'll probably miss the playoffs at the end of the day. Dan Maynard says, I think I'm with Matty on his prediction. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I think today will be a flop regardless. Go Bruins. Correctamundo, Dan Maynard. I had 4-1. It was 3-1. Jarvis puts that in on that terrible Lohrei turnover. It's 4-1. Pejman, our boy Tufty gets a stick to the face, and they call nothing garbage. And then guess what? Minton slaps the guy in the face with his stick. He gets the penalty.
Yeah,
same fucking play.
I'm over the officiating already.
Here's something I don't get.
It fucking sucks.
You can. In what fucking universe does it make sense that you have to call a double minor to be able to review a penalty? If the guy gets hit in the fucking face, it should be reviewable. It should be just reviewable.
It's the NHL in general.
Why would you even do that?
It's all review in general. Actually, it's all review in general. It's the most fucking ass backwards, no thought jackassery that I've fucking ever seen. Like it's there's no common sense applied to it.
None. And I wonder if it's the officials who fight back, so they have to put all this language in it and all this, all these different scenarios. And at the end of the day, they have the technology to literally review everything at all times. And if something's really fucked up, go to his ear and say, "Hey, Harry, you fucked that one up."
Yeah.
He got hit in the face. 2 minutes.
I mean, they do it in college football where they fucking buzz down from the fucking booth or whatever to the referee right in his ear and say, "Oh, you missed that one. Let's correct it and keep it moving."
Yep.
The keep it moving part is my biggest thing. That's why I don't even like replay. I don't even want it.
I don't like it. In theory, it was great and I love the idea, but now I hate it.
I hate it.
I think they fucked it up. I think it's
in all sports.
They don't even get all the calls right.
No.
Like they don't even get them all right.
That was supposed to be the point of it. Now I would rather have a guy just fuck up a call and then say he fucked it up.
Yeah, it's human error.
I don't like about the NHL is they're not held accountable. Like in other sports, they're held accountable. Basketball does like the last 2 minute thing. Baseball, they have to talk to the pool reporter or whatever. Right. They have to do that. In football, somebody has to talk to one of the the press after the game. And this, no accountability at all. They can say whatever the fuck they want, do whatever they want, and then they just go home. And no one can say anything. Just see ya. Have a nice night.
That's it.
Meet you at the Kowloon for some fucking Scorpion Bowls.
That's it. Michigan Mike says can't watch the game because Xfinity is screwing up NHL Center Ice Channel.
You didn't miss anything, Michigan Mike.
Luckily, I can watch Unobstructed View live on YouTube with Rask, Bergeron, and Razor calling the play-by-play. I tried to watch that a little bit. That's boring as a brick. I mean, they just mumble to each other. There's just not a lot of personality. The Mannings have personality. There's exchanges there. Eli's kind of the dumb fuddy-duddy, and Peyton's got the personality. It works. These guys don't have much personality. They just don't. No. So I'm just I like them all. All great. I love them all. But Jesus, it's just not that entertaining to me.
No, I think I would rather have Tuukka and Bergeron there with Marchand and leave Raycroft.
Put Sean Thornton on there. Put some
I think
dude on there.
Is dry toast.
He is dry. He is dry. He is dry. He should go national because they're all dry as a fucking bone.
Yeah,
he should do that thing.
He should.
We should do Unobstructed View. Make it fucking R-rated, and we should do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
We should just do it. We should. You know what? Connor wants to chime in.
We need to make it R-rated. And do you know who the perfect R-rated third chair would be for you guys? He would have to come out of retirement to do it. Any guesses?
Come out of retirement.
John Cherry?
Grapes.
I was thinking Jack Edwards.
Jack Edwards. Me, you, and Jack Edwards.
But Grapesy, he would probably do.
Is Jack
right
Edwards,
along the cuff.
Is Jack Edwards? Can he speak?
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think he's gotten over his.
I'm not sure what he is now.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever kind of figured out what was wrong.
I don't know either. And I don't know if he.
Because I as much as I used to, shit on Jack for going off on soliloquies and about the Battle of 1812.
The Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah. Yeah.
I miss him because he could call a game though. He was. Yeah. I feel like Judd Surratt, and it depends, I guess. What feed most of you guys are watching, but we get the local feed here, so it's Judd Surratt on the play-by-play, and it sounds to me like he's trying to make every play and every scoring chance like the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, he's trying to be Mike Emmerich. He's trying to be Doc Emmerich.
It's like he's yelling.
Yes.
It's
just this crescendo every time they go in the zone,
for a game, in November. Where can you possibly take that to when you get into the playoffs? There's there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
You would have to pop blood vessels in your head and have blood coming out your ears in order for you to reach another level higher than what you're at now.
Yeah.
You gotta save something so that when the playoffs start, you got another level to go to. You got another gear that you can kick it into. He doesn't.
Give me another. Here it comes.
All the time.
Yeah. Here it comes. Jesus Christ. Here it comes, dude.
Bruins 1970 said he's trying too hard, and he absolutely is.
He absolutely is trying too hard. He's trying too hard. And I remember liking him on the radio. Like, he was okay on the radio.
Yeah, because he can describe the action pretty well.
He describes the action pretty well, and he has a pretty good, like, voice for you. Get some excitement on the radio, which you probably need a little bit more on the TV, because you're driving in the car and you want to hear some excitement. You want to hear the ebbs and flows. But as TV, he hasn't made that transition, and maybe will, but right now he hasn't. So it's I don't know. It's definitely been a downgrade, really across the board. I think announcing as a whole has really gone down in the last 5-10 years. I just think it used to be when we were kids, so many great announcers.
Oh yeah,
like identifiable announcers, signature calls. Like it's just a lot of it's canned, a lot of it's just no personality. It's not great anymore.
I 100% miss Fred and Turk 1970.
100%. Oh my god, Fred and Turk. Oh god.
So
then Bob Wilson on the fucking radio.
On the radio was fantastic.
Yeah.
Fred and had fucking Johnny Pearson with his pointers coming in there too.
Pointers, yeah. And then Turk would give his pointers. You got to score more goals than the other team.
More goals than the Whalers to win.
Yeah, that's a good job. DK
bottle for everybody.
DK says Brick was really pulling on that wedding room when he was talking to Jenny. Dog. That's funny. That's funny.
I mean,
I tell you, Jaffe. You know what's something about Jaffe? I noticed Jaffe gets he talks with his hands, but he gets out here with Sophia sometimes. Like I think he wants like a breast brush. Like I think he's trying to get it
trying to brush
flick.
it.
Yeah, a little flick. Like he's way out here. Way out here.
He's way out.
Yeah. Guys are making excuses on TV, says Michigan Mike. Yeah, I mean, of course. Pejman says need a big hitter or power play. All Canes right now can't make a breakout or a single play. That's accurate.
Yes.
Don't hear Tufty's name a lot. Yeah, Tufty. I was surprised that he played about 15 minutes because I didn't hear his name for a bit either. There might have been some skip overs, but he ended up playing about 15 minutes. So
I wonder if he'll be on the show tomorrow night from Anaheim. We are trying to confirm whether he will be on. They are traveling to the West Coast tomorrow, so I am thinking we are going to get blown off. I hope I'm wrong.
But 6 o'clock their time,
I mean, they might be in the air. They might be at a team dinner. There might be shit going on. Connor, what do you got?
Let's be honest. The real semantics is you deal with one PR team when they're on one team, and you have to deal with another when they go to another team.
Right.
So the real pavement here is going to be tomorrow, whether he continues to be on this team as they travel for the trip, or if he does get assigned back down to the AHL. TBD. Either way, we'll be live tomorrow night.
Yes, we will. Either way. But we're hoping.
Look, we're hoping he comes on. Good for him that he scored.
Sure.
He certainly is a friend of the program, and we'd love to have him on at another time if he can't make it on tomorrow night.
Yeah, for sure. Victoria says can't even really blame Sway. He's really the only one trying tonight. Sway had a little bit of problem with his glove. Like one popped, a couple of popped out of his glove. But I thought for the most part, he kept him in the game. And that's Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he did. He did.
My God. Like if Korpi's in there, seriously, it's A1.
Yeah.
Crying out loud. Damon says AHL guys can't take the NHL pace, and it's showing. That's for sure. You step right into the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, I mean that's
tough sell.
That's not even NHL pace. That's a top of the NHL pace.
Right.
That's even for the NHL. That's even a level.
You go from the Laval Rocket to the fucking Carolina Hurricanes.
From the Bridgeport fucking Sound Tigers or whatever. Carolina.
From the Coachella Valley fucking...
Yeah, Coachella Valley Firebirds to the Carolina Hurricanes. Tell you what, those fucking jerseys that Carolina had on, trash.
Awful.
I hated those things.
Awful. I'm still pissed.
Yeah. What do you say?
I'm still pissed about the Whalers thing.
Yeah,
don't wear that.
It really pisses me off that they and Colorado both wear like the retro like Whalers and
and the Nordiques
jerseys.
Yeah,
It pisses me off. I don't like it at all.
No,
I loved both those jerseys. I loved going to Bruins Whalers game down in Hartford. I went to school down there, so I went to a few. Fantastic place because you get in cheap. The whole lower deck was all Whalers fans. The whole upper deck was always all Bruins fans. It was fantastic. And I loved the fuck out of that thing. And I'm pissed that they're wearing the Hartford stuff. Drives me.
And I the Nordiques, the Stastnys, the fucking Michel Goulet, the fucking Sakic.
That was my first playoff game, Bruins Nordiques.
Yeah, that was 82, I think. Yeah.
Bruins came back from 3-0 down.
Yeah.
Won 4-3 in overtime.
Those were the days.
Good shit.
Matthew Curtis, the injuries are real. That looked like an AHL team in that second period. The whole team just seems collectively gassed. Yeah. Like all 20 games just hit them like a brick wall. Yeah, I mean, Saturday was an emotional game, so that might be part of it.
And I was going to say, I think Carolina can make you look gassed.
Yeah, they can.
They're so tenacious on the forecheck, so quick to pucks. They skate well. They just don't give you really any time and space. And if you don't have your legs moving, I didn't really love the way they tried to break it out either. They were having a guy like stand still at center ice or at the blue lines. You can't do that against a team like this because even if you gain possession of the puck, there's a guy on the back that's going to catch you before you get moving.
Yes.
So I feel like it should have been a different kind of game plan with more like short passes to try to generate speed through the neutral zone. I think that's a better option against a team like Carolina, but maybe they'll make some adjustments the next time.
Against Carolina, I like more the bring the forwards way down and make a quick pass and then another pass, like that type of thing. Than the whole give it to the guy at the blue line facing you. And he gets a stick up his ass when he's trying to catch it. Like, I hate that.
Yeah, or he's trying to deflect it into the ozone, and then
it's a do or die play. That's a low percentage play. You're not going to possess the puck that way.
No, I mean they had a couple of 2-on-1s tonight where they did break the pressure and get it out to middle ice, and then got it wide and were able to have a couple of those, but they couldn't capitalize. But a couple 2-on-1s, those were really their only real chances other than, on the power play. They really didn't have much 5-on-5 at all.
No, they didn't. Michigan Mike says, if what you were saying is true, they're going to get their asses kicked out west. Well, Anaheim dropped 7 on them at the Garden. I will say this, Anaheim loose defensively. So you might have some more room than you had against Carolina. In fact, you will.
You will.
It's what you can do with that room. I'm not sure with the lineup you have. But it will be a more wide open game. But the Ducks are, they score goals. They're good.
Yeah.
I don't know if Swayman will play. They're going to travel out there. It could be Korpi. That's not comforting because Korpisalo has not been good. I saw something on X today talking about Korpisalo and say, boy, the stats really don't tell the story. Yeah, they do. They tell the correct story.
They tell all of the story.
He's not fucking good, dude.
They tell all of the story. He has a 3.35 goals against and an 878 save percentage.
I mean, talk about a bad luck goalie, huh? Like Jesus.
Yeah, lots of bad luck.
Christ.
He had a couple of games there where he was good. His last game, he had an 810. Before they had a 909, a 925, a 943. But then he had a 793, an 889, an 826, and an 875. So he's had more bad games than good games. So let's kind of pump the brakes a little bit on the. It's not really what it seems like. It's what it seems like.
If you go like 10 years without a date, and then you're like, Jesus, I don't know, I got the whole package, so to speak. Like I got it all. Like, and I can't get a date. Well, there's an issue. You suck, and they don't want to date you. I mean, that's what it is. So I think that this is a correct sample size and a correct analysis. Matthew Curtis. Also, it turns out Mate Blumel is not the chosen one. That's for sure. Damon, Carolina is absolutely relentless. Bruins' weakness is showing against an elite forechecking high pressure team. 100%.
100%.
I mean, 100%. Like even with McAvoy, You know,
Oh, yeah.
teams
would-
like this have given him all sorts of fits.
It would not have mattered if Charlie
No.
McAvoy was playing.
No,
Wouldn't have
it
mattered.
was the same
I mean,
fucking story.
it would have been fucking 2-1 instead of 3-1.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows?
You know, Yoki Haru certainly wouldn't have had the opportunity to give the puck away 5 times.
Oh gosh,
Or maybe McAvoy would have given it away 5 times.
Maybe. I don't know.
But they struggled a lot defensively in this one.
Victoria, can someone call Sweens and tell him that Joker is not a top defenseman? We'll get right on that.
Yeah,
Dial right into Sweens.
I
don't know how you can watch that guy and say, yeah, 3-year deal, Joker. Yeah, let's give you 3 years to watch that fucking mess. Like, he should be the 7th defenseman or 8th defenseman. He should be the guy that's coming in if you desperately need him. Like, God almighty. I'd rather have Clifton back.
When
guy sucks.
let me ask you this. When McAvoy comes back, would you rather have the last pair as Lohrei apricots?
Yes.
Yeah. Me too.
Yes. Because at least Apricots plays physically. There's a purpose to his game. He's not the greatest defenseman to ever live, but there's a purpose to his game. I still don't know what Joker does well. I don't know.
He doesn't really do anything well because he's not very big. He's not a great passer. He hasn't scored a goal yet as a Bruin. Every time he takes a shot, it gets blocked. Like, he had a couple of really good chances. I think tonight he had one where he had
one, yeah,
and got it blocked. I think
blocked out of play.
So
someone made an extra pass. He had all sorts of space, waited too fucking long, and then shot it blocked out of play.
Yeah, dusted it off.
Yeah, Joker, but he's beaver tapping his ass off. He wants it. Next one's going in.
Fucking beaver taps. My
God. Matthew Curtis, I'm not even mad at the effort. They showed up wanting to play, but just did not have it. They're like those marathon runners who shit their pants during the race and then still finish. Yeah, it's an accurate analogy.
Matthew Curtis, you win the comments tonight.
You do.
That is a wonderful analogy.
Who was the shitter? Una Pipig?
Yeah, shitter pants all over the place.
Yeah. It
was Rosie Ruiz.
Rosie Ruiz. Yeah, she was laying in the weeds.
That's fucking amazing.
Isn't it though?
Be the smartest thing ever.
Isn't it?
You run like 4 miles, then you hop on the fucking tee.
You hop on the tee.
For like 14 miles, you come back in the race.
You douse yourself with some water.
Oh my God, that is fucking brilliant.
You win it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that was something else. Craig Campbell says Swayman is the best player tonight. Should be 5 or 6-0. Not feeling good about upcoming road trip. I see a 5-game losing streak. Well, I mean, it could happen. Pejman didn't generate shit tonight, but when we did, 88 passed up every opportunity to shoot all game with McAvoy, Arvidsson, Elias, and Middlestat out. Who the hell are you deferring to? Shoot the puck. I saw that too. And Geekie too. Morgan, you have an elite skill, and that is to shoot the puck. But there were several times tonight he tries to make this extra pass that's like a low percentage play. Like, if it gets there, it's unbelievable, but it's not going to. He did it over and over again. Shoot the puck, Morgan.
They both had 5 shots on goal, Geekie and Pastrnak tonight. But I felt like when they had really good opportunities, they were passing them up to try to find the other guy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when there was one time on the power play where Geekie fakes like a 1T, takes it into the middle, and he's like, the
pass to Hustadinov.
Left-hand slot, and then he tries to slide it down low. Rip that dude.
Hustadinov.
What are you fucking waiting for?
I don't know.
You're 12 feet from the net in the left-hand slot. Like, fire that shit.
Yeah, Morgan, you're here to score goals. Like, that's really the only reason.
Yeah.
Like, because you don't do much else. Score the fucking goal. Like, it's just like especially a night like that where you're really struggling to get anything.
I know.
Like, shoot the fucking thing when you're open.
Yeah, you can't turn down shots like that when against a team like this, especially on the power play. Like, let those.
God no. Sticks and pucks. Tufty, friend of the show, grabs the Gino. He did. He scored with 10 seconds left. Grinder goal. The kid is 6'6", 230.
Yeah,
he's a big bastard. Like,
he's a big bastard.
I mean, he's if he's a first round pick. Like, he's not just some guy who's been hanging on. Like, he had first-round talent. He was picked before Trent Frederick. He was picked just after Charlie McAvoy. He was picked before Tage Thompson.
Yeah.
He was right there and like 25th that year. And he's got talent.
He does.
Doc Davey, a weak roster does not benefit from so many injuries. Played like stuck in molasses. And a side note, thought the rest were hot garbage. Yeah.
They were.
I don't get it. So I just think sometimes the officials are like overthink things or try to make this big call or try. I don't get what it is, but how do you not see Riley Tufte get whacked in the face? Then you talk about it for like 3 minutes. The four of you. What are you talking about? If nobody saw it, what's the conversation about?
Yeah.
Like we're going to try to guess? Like what's the conversation about if nobody saw it? It should be a done deal. Like if one guy saw it, then okay, great. Let's call it. Like why does it take 3 minutes?
I don't have an answer.
I don't get it.
I hate the whole thing. I hated all of it. I hate the referees. I hate them talking to each other. I hate the buy a cunt here, offside things. Like I hate all of that shit. I hate it. It should be in the neighborhood like baseball used to be.
Should be.
If your fucking leg is near the line when you have the puck and you cross over, good enough. We're trying to score goals in this league. Should
be good enough. Yeah. They should take away offside review.
They should.
Like that's on the linesman, right or wrong.
Yes.
That's it. And the majority of the time they get it right.
They're right.
Huh?
90% of the time they're right.
They do a really excellent job at it. They do.
You very rarely see like an egregious one that they miss.
Yes.
Very, very, very rarely.
Right. They're really good at it. Yeah.
They're really good at it. And so if it's that close and they say it's good, then it's good.
Yes, it's good.
Or if it's offside, then it's offside.
If he yells, it's good, then it's good. We're not going to turn him back tonight. That's it. On the brighter note, the Oilers lost to the Sabres, and that makes me oddly happy, says Victoria. The Oilers, both teams are a fucking train wreck. I don't get the Oilers. The Oilers will all of a sudden turn it on and then go to the Stanley Cup final again. It's just
so bad.
It's atrocious. Severed soul. This team just can't get away with a lot of key injuries. Depth is a serious problem, and we knew that. Yes, we knew that.
Yeah.
Player of the game is Tufte, Johnny Waffen. You betcha.
Damn straight.
You betcha. Blue Mel on the power play. Oh my God, what did he add besides nothing? Says the Nicholas.
That is correct. He did not add anything. He got a shot blocked. He couldn't complete passes. He was a little too slow to make decisions. He just, he played like it was an AHL game. And look, the speed picks up, the decision-making time has to pick up, and it just, got to get rid of the shot quicker. There's all kinds of things that need to happen at the NHL level that he just wasn't ready for. No. And look, it's a tough ask to have him come in against a team like Carolina. It is.
Sure.
But on the power play, you should have a little more time and space to make plays. And even then, he still really wasn't adding anything.
Yeah. What does Kevin Paul DuPont say? We put electricians with plumbers. We bring them up and put electricians with plumbers. It's true. They do it all the time. Yeah. Throw him on the fourth line with fucking Sean Corrali and some other asshole. Like put Tufte on there and see what he can do. He scores a goal. Like by the grace of God. Yeah. Riley Tufte scores a goal tonight and powers through. But you put him with Corrali and fucking Eyssimont. Like, what's Riley Tufte? He's like a 20-plus goal scorer in the AHL. First round pick. Like, put him on the second line with fucking Zacha and them. Put him on the second line. Jesus Christ.
You might see that.
He might. Blue Mel El Blue tonight says Severed Soul. Yeah, he did. Yoki. Only 6 giveaways tonight. Oh, they changed it? I hope so. 6 giveaways for the jokester. We should call him the jokester.
We should.
Joke's on you. Joke is on you. Yeah. Had to play just under 20 minutes, too, which is never good. We just couldn't get the puck out cleanly or get it in deep to establish a forecheck. Not much going, says that case. Correct. It's a noticeable difference without Arvidsson. He's such a high energy guy and fights for pucks. They had no energy tonight, says Mr. Poe. Yeah, probably a couple of different scenarios with that. One being the players you're missing, and then also the emotional game, and Carolina coming in ready for blood. It's just a lot going against you.
They had 15 giveaways tonight by defensemen.
They did. By defensemen. They did.
Just defensemen. 15.
That doesn't include Pastrnak and some other guys. They had over 20.
Pastrnak had 5. Steve's had 2. Zacha had 2. Nutty had 1. Blumel and Eyssimont each had 1. So you Debbie Downer. A shit ton of giveaways.
Again, that's when they take it from you, not when you pass it away.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what constitutes a takeaway, but I'll tell you this: the Bruins had 1, 2, 3, 4 as a team, 4 takeaways and 20.
There it is.
27 giveaways, I believe.
Wow. Yes, Connor.
Matched.
I'm no expert on that, but I think that's kind of the difference between a forced and an unforced error.
So a giveaway is
your fault. You give it away to the other team,
and takeaway is you're forcing the other team to do it.
So you pick the guy's pocket as a takeaway.
All right, I'm gonna look at Carolina just quick to see.
Yeah, Mr. Poe, I don't think we should trade Arvidsson. He's a huge reason why they're playing so well. Why trade away a player like that? Well, here's the thing. Here's what I don't want to get off. I don't want to lose the focus. Okay, they're 12-9, playing better than we thought. Whatever. I don't want to get off the focus that at the deadline, if they're not quite there, be aggressive. And let's try to get something for some of these guys and set more assets up. Kick the can down the street a little bit so that in a couple of years, you've got some better assets. Like I am not going to not trade Arvidsson, who's on the last year of his deal, because he's playing pretty good. I'm going to trade him because he's playing pretty good. And I'm going to strike while the iron is hot.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that because like I said, before, I'm not sure how many of these guys are going to be on the team when you're actually good again.
Yeah, it just right now it doesn't really matter with some of these. They're fillers.
I don't mind Arvidsson as a player, and I would re-sign him, but I would re-sign him at the contract that he's currently at or slightly higher. Like I'm not going more than $5 million a year on him. I'm just not doing it.
What if he scores 20 goals? You're going to give him $7 million?
Yeah, I mean they might though. That's the issue.
If that happens, I will go on this very program and I will fucking scream for an hour about it because I won't be able to take it. Like that might be the end. It might be the fucking Ducks post game next year because I can't fucking take that. Honestly, that would be the dumbest of the dumb. Why?
I've been the one all over Sweens, but it's going to be you if they sign Arvidsson to like a 5-year fucking $5 million a year.
They will never let that down.
Canes had 6 takeaways and 15 giveaways, so more takeaways and less giveaways by quite a bit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dana White's back. That was one of those games where it slowly breaks your will to believe in this team. And is it me or did it feel like they couldn't win a faceoff? They actually were. They won more than they lost, particularly in the beginning of the game. I think there was slightly more than the Hurricanes. It was right around 50-50, maybe 55-45 for the Bruins. Now, whether or not they win the faceoffs in the offensive zone, like the faceoffs you pay attention to, maybe they're losing those. The more important ones, like in the zone.
Yeah, D zone on the power play, O zone on the power play, like those are big for possession, and it feels like to me they've been losing those more often than not, especially since Elias Lindholm's got hurt.
Correct, because he's that guy when in a pinch when they need it. If we quarrel our way into the playoffs, we won't last. No, Dan, they won't. I mean, they won't. They'll probably lose in the first round. I mean, because it ramps up. You get more of this. As Smitty said, you get more of this. Yeah. Panthers, Lightning, you get more of this type of game than you do in the regular season. It's kind of a pond hockey sometimes. It's 82 games. You know what I mean? But in the playoffs, when they're scouted, videoed, like now they're coming out and they're playing, you play game after game against the same team and they know what you're doing, then you have to really create your opportunities and create your goals. I don't think this team can do that other than Pastrnak or Pastrnak to Geekie. Other than that, it's going to be a struggle for them.
5-on-5.
Generate offense.
5-on-5, they're going to be like a boat getting fucking swept underneath the fucking.
Yes, and there's less power plays on the fucking
100%.
Fucking postseason.
100%.
So
5-on-5, they will be underwater in the playoffs.
At the end of this year, you're going to say, you know what? Offense was a big part of the problem. Okay. We're already losing 3 games on the road. We just had a good win in Montreal. We best Carolina 2 weeks ago. Let's play a couple of the new guys and let it brew, says Mick Rack. Yeah, I mean, look, tonight was a tough matchup. You know, a lot going against you. So can they go into Anaheim Wednesday night and can they get a win? Can they play better? Can they generate some offense? Can they beat?
Yeah, it'll be good to see. It'll be, interesting to see how they respond on Wednesday night.
It will. It'll be a sneaky good win if they win Wednesday.
It will be. Can they bounce back and get a win against, kind of an up and coming, pretty good team in the Western Conference that's been playing pretty well? Yeah. I mean, they have a pretty good goalie there in Dostal and have some, skilled forwards. They have some veterans now too. So, they're kind of a dangerous team. You did say that, they're a little loose defensively, and they are. So, can they rebound from a tough loss tonight?
Yeah, it was 7-5 Ducks the first time. It can't be 7-2 Ducks next time.
No,
it's if Beecher was put on waivers, that means Sweeney's couldn't even get a 7th rounder. It's pretty true. I mean, what are you going to get for Beecher? The guy doesn't even play. He's played 6 games out of 21.
Right.
The guy doesn't even play. So that's a 1st round pick that's on its last legs, which could be tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Jim just raged. As someone who was there in person, outside of Hampus and Riley Tufte and Swayman, there was absolutely 0 tryout there tonight, says Jim. But as Smitty said, the way Carolina plays almost makes you look like you're not trying that hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It does. It's a bit of an optical illusion.
To a degree. But I would say, I agree with some people who said, Pastrnak seemed kind of disinterested at times out there. I mean, there were a couple times where he was pissed off, but it was more like because he got hauled down. It wasn't because he was into the game and fighting. I don't know. He is allowed, I guess, in my mind, to have some games where he doesn't show up as much as he should.
Right. That case, refs are in on the gambling rings. Yeah, they're fucking.
Well, I mean,
they're in.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that I've been watching this team since 1979, and I don't think gambling rings had anything to do with it. They're still as shitty as they were then.
Yeah.
So tonight's sip is Luden's cough drops. This is Jonesy. He's got a bit of a cold. Zach Case's crown on ice. Just a nice nightcap. And a boy.
Tell me, I love me some Luden's cherry cough drops.
Oh my god, I eat the shit out of those like they're candy.
Yeah, that's.
I don't even think they have menthol. I don't even think they matter.
No, they don't.
They're sugar.
It's just literally. It just tastes
Jolly
good.
Ranchers.
Yeah, it just tastes good. You know which ones are good? The Ricola. They have a honey lemon one.
Honey lemon.
Fucking
spot
so
on.
good. Yeah,
spot on. Yeah, spot on.
Tremendous.
The amount of times the Bruins failed to get the puck deep when they gained the red line tonight was awful. You're not skilled. You have to get it deep and attack. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of times they couldn't even get it there. True.
I thought the dump-ins tonight were terrible.
Awful. No purpose.
Kachekov came out and played the puck like Martin Brodeur, and you didn't keep the puck away from him. You just let him go out there and play it, and you just go out there and pass it to the fucking Hurricanes, and they go up the ice.
Yeah, nothing in the corner, like you said,
at all.
Yeah.
None.
Cross corner dump all the time. Cross corner dump. Then go kill someone.
Yeah.
Pejman, this game reminded me of those Panthers series who never had the puck and were chasing the game like headless chickens. Yeah, I mean, those are two teams that are not great matchups. Chronicled.
Yes.
Over and over. Korpi is good at giving up a goal in the very first shot on net. Yes. He's excellent at that. He's excellent at that.
He is good at that.
Stick broke on a chance because too many beaver taps, says Bruins 1970. Did you see that? He winds up. He's got a hammer and he fucking shatters.
Yes, sir.
That was beautiful. If this thing falls apart, Sweeney will once again blame the injuries and probably run it back with the same roster. Oh my good God. That's a worst case scenario.
It
like
is.
honestly.
It
if
is.
If they're pretty good
with
a full lineup,
and
then he'll make like a tweak or two in the off season. That's the wrong idea.
Yes, it is.
Wrong idea.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
Swings.
my God.
Yeah, I agree 100%, Pajman. I think that's probably what's going to happen too.
That would be a terrible scenario.
It really is. That's the worst case scenario.
It is.
Of all the
fool's gold is the worst case scenario.
Yes.
Kempe signed his extension today. Yes, he did. 10.6 over 8 years with LA. More of the same as no star ever hits free agency. Yeah, we were saying that since day one. That's not how you're going to fix this team. Nope. Kempe's signing broke my heart. No, I will no longer dream for a bigger, brighter world. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Adrian.
We're pretty screwed, Adrian.
Yeah, it's going to be a middle of the road guy, if that.
Yeah.
You know, if you get lucky, you might get a middle of the road guy to come here. Maybe.
Like maybe. Yeah.
I think it's like 50-50 whether or not you can convince a middle of the road guy to come here, and you're probably going to have to overpay to get them to come here. So
so here's this question.
You're going to get a middle of the road guy, and you're going to hate
you're going to
hate it.
Yeah. Here's a question for you then. Do we have it wrong? Would it be better if they made the playoffs because of all we just talked about to make them look better than we thought they were, so that maybe they get middle of the road guy or two?
Well, I guess it depends. It depends where you finish.
Right.
Because if you're going to miss, but you're going to be, you're going to pick 15th or 14th, you're better off making the playoffs. If you're gonna be middle of the road, you're better off making it. And then, like you said, maybe some of those middle of the road guys see you as an up and coming team because you have Pastrnak, because you have McAvoy, because you have James Hagen's on the way in, and maybe that will convince some guys to come and play here. But if you miss the playoffs, you really have to be down, bottom 5 to 8, whatever, and hope you do something right in the lottery. Just the middle, it's purgatory being in the middle.
It is.
It's just
it's New York Islanders.
It's not where you want to be at all. No, look, Islanders lucked out, and they got a generational talent in Schaefer.
Because they had a 1.8 chance and they hit the fucking ping pong ball or whatever.
Yeah, because go ahead, Connor.
I think one of the elephants in the room now that nobody's really talking about that kind of just struck in my mind is the Boston Bruins are playing with house money no matter what happens this season, as long as the Toronto Maple Leafs continue to implode. If they make the playoffs and their pick from Toronto is 7 or 8, it does not matter. Making the playoffs is still a win because they still get a top 10
get the pick anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's a good scenario.
I mean, that's a good scenario, but the worst scenario would be if that same thing happens, you make the playoffs and Toronto fucking wins the lottery or if it comes in the top 5.
And then top 5, and then you're fucked. And then you have to wait till 2028,
right,
or whatever it is, 2027, 28, whatever it is, and then you have pick 22, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine Toronto? This one year they shit the bed,
they get Verhoff,
and then they win the lottery, and they get either Verhoff or McKenna.
Yeah,
and then come back, with their full complement next year.
Yeah. And then Verhoff's playing like Schaefer is, and
and with a guy like that added in, it's just ridiculous.
That would be a best case scenario for Toronto. It would be. All right, 3 up, 3 down. And my 3 ups, number 3, Nikita Zadorov. He filled the stat sheet tonight. He had 6 blocks. He had hits. He had a shot on net, like a couple shots on net. He, his stat line was pretty good. He had that, unfortunate play at the end with Hall where the puck evaded him, but for the most part, and only that, he yelled at the team something fierce in the second period to get their ass going. So I thought Zadorov actually was pretty good tonight overall. Number 2, Riley Tufte, friend of the program, scores a goal, gets called up. Hopefully he can stick. I think he will. I think he'll go to West Coast. I don't see why he wouldn't. So I think he goes. And then number 1, my blood pressure through the roof watching that fucking Rod Brindamore and his fucking mug.
Oh, I can't.
Bitching at the officials over something that just didn't need to be bitched about. And even Brickley snickered. Did you hear that? He was like, Brindamore is really giving it to the officials. And he's like, he's like snickering. He's a clown. And I just can't stand that whole. Then I don't hate him as much as the Canadians, but no. I hate that whole fucking organization. Bunch of fucking, no history to them. I hate those expansion team, the fans and everything, bandwagon, don't know a fucking cross check from a hip check from a fucking cup check.
Nope.
And I can't stand it. I can't. So
no, I'm with you. Connor, you got to.
Yeah, quickly before you go. So, Matt, does it absolutely burn your ass after what you just said about the no history to see these fucking jabronis wander around with the Hartford Whalers jerseys on? Oh my God,
yeah. Yeah, like they had something to do with it. Like your Hartford, Connecticut is a long way from fucking Raleigh, North Carolina, you fucking bozo. You couldn't name me one Hartford Whaler.
Oh.
And Ron Francis played for both fucking franchises. You still couldn't fucking name him. So give me a break. Like, honestly, I can't take it.
I'm with you. 3 down. Number 3, David Pastrnak. Kind of a rough night. -2, 5 giveaways. He did have 5 shots, but looked a little disinterested at times. We'll give him a mulligan. This is his one bad game in the stretch. Hopefully, when they go to the West Coast, he turns it on. Number 2, Andrew Peeke, also a -2, 3 giveaways. I don't, as much as we said, in the past that he's been kind of steady. I think this year he's been kind of steady, but in a bad way, like steadily not great.
Right.
So we need
he's having a hard time with Sturm's thing.
Yeah. I mean, look, we're going to need some more from him. Especially if McAvoy is going to miss any length of time as the one legitimate right shot D, he's going to have to play better. We need more from Andrew Peeke.
100%.
And then number 1, the jokester, the Joker.
Oh my God!
All the jokes.
Joker. He's a midnight toker, I believe.
Yeah, I think maybe he was on the week.
he is toker.
Don't drug test. He had 5 giveaways also.
Oh my God.
Just a rough night trying to get the puck out of his own zone. Overmatched a few times with Eric Stahl in the corners, and just didn't have it tonight, and hasn't had it most nights. I don't see, like, to me, how is Georgii any different than a Michael Callahan or a fucking, I don't know, name a guy. Like, how is he Billy Sweezy? How is he any different? Like watching the game tonight, and he used to be on the Bruins. Would you rather have Mike Riley, or would you rather have
watching the game tonight? Mike Riley looks like a far better player. Just by the eyeball test, looks like a far better player than Henry Georgii.
Exactly.
He does. And Mike Riley was bought out here. Like,
right. And I think he has way more offensive upside than Georgii has. Yeah. So if you're going to put a guy out there that can't play defense, at least have him have some offensive upside.
Right. Can you imagine Riley and Lohrei? Oh my God. No one would be back. It would be 3-on-0s.
Oh my
all
God.
Night long.
Yeah, I mean it would be.
Oh my God. But yeah, Riley's more talented than Georgii. So are you.
Yeah.
He's just not any good.
I'm a right shot.
You're a right shot.
I should play a little D.
Yeah, sure.
Can't skate backwards really, but
that's all right. Neither can Georgii. It's fine. You don't have to skate backwards when you give it to the other team, and then you have to block a shot.
Yeah,
you can do that.
Yeah,
Brunei. I don't think you're going to see Brunei all year unless 3 defensemen go down. I think Brunei maybe at the end of the year if you're out of it, but I think Brunei's playing down there all year long. I don't think that they would have done that already. I think. I think they gave him Lohrei every opportunity to get his head out of his ass, and if he can't, he'll be gone in the offseason.
I think it's going to be Sweezy, don't you?
Sweezy will be the next guy.
Yeah.
Or who's the other fucking guy they have down there? I had no idea who it was. Felix the cat. He might be up.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. Some guy named Felix plays defense for the Providence Bruins. I don't know. We can ask Riley tomorrow if he knows fucking Felix. I don't know. Felix Unger. I don't fucking know. No idea. All right. Wednesday night, Anaheim Ducks, late night at the Apollo. What do you got for the Ducks?
I got to change my score up because we lost. I'm going to say I usually go blowouts, so I'm going to go blowout. I'm going to say the offensive woes start, and they lose 5-1.
Okay, 5-1. Okay.
While Matt simmers, I'm going to point out that you said I need to change it up because they lost. And you said I usually pick blowouts, so I'm going to pick a blowout.
Well, no, I'm a different blowout score. I picked 6-1 last time.
Yeah. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to go Korpisalo in net probably. I mean, I don't see how he wouldn't be.
I think it's going to be Sway.
I think it's going to be Sway in the first
I think it's going to go Sway and then Korpi for the Kings game and then back to Sway for the last game of the trip.
Okay. I'm going to go a gutty 3-2 shootout win for the Boston Bruins.
Who scores?
The shootout winner?
Yes. Yeah.
Will be I'm
going to get in on this too.
I'm going to go Fraser Minton.
I'm going to say it's Pastrnak, and he's going to do one of those, pull it back behind him.
Oh, yeah, and then fire it.
It.
And then boomerang thing, whatever it is.
I'm going with that.
Oh, yeah.
One of those.
Right past Dostal, whoever the fuck plays.
It's Dostal, yeah.
Right past Dostal.
Right here.
I'm going to say 3-2 in a shootout, Boston Bruins.
Okay, love it.
No. 3 goals with this lineup, Matty. Yeah, Pasternak's going to get a hat trick. Pasternak's going to score 2, and then Minton's going to score in the shootout. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so we'll see. All right, so tomorrow night, need you here, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll give you some updates, and maybe we'll just spring it on you when we get there. Whether or not Riley Tufty will be with us, hopefully we will.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday night, Ducks Bruins action. Also Friday night Kings. That's a later one, 10:30 start.
Yeah,
I mean,
I might be
drunk. Be a rough week. It's gonna be fucking.
Not happy about it. Connor's not happy about it. But I'm gonna have to get up Thursday morning, and you do too, right? At like 6.
Oh God, yeah.
6:30. Yeah. I have to get up at 6:30 Thursday morning.
Yeah, I gotta get up at 6:30. Yeah, 6:15. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, tomorrow
and Saturday I got to drive to Philadelphia to pick up my daughter from Drexel University, so that's gonna be a rough one. To drive, 6 hours to Philadelphia to pick her up.
Yeah, get a fucking extra large coffee.
Yeah.
You should buy a box of Joe to bring with you. Just fucking
just a box. Yeah, I'm gonna put like a funnel thing in it, like just suck on it.
Get one of those.
You'll need a fucking box of
helmets.
The helmet with the and just suck on that coffee all the way down.
Yeah.
That won't bring any attention to me at all.
No.
All right, so we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for the comments as always. Go Bruins.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.